Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, the draft guy, draft guru, Danny Savage. We're going to be rocking with offensive tackle part 3 list. Apologize, I'm still not 100% over the Rona, but it is what it is. I'm getting there little by little. So, I got to move this mic out of the way. It's getting in the way of my beard. So, got to do that. All right, first 5 guys we're going to talk about today is they're mostly left tackles. There's one kid that I think there's actually 2 kids. One kid he has started guard before he started a full season, and then there's another kid that I'm just not that high on that a lot of people are, and I see him as a last chance you type of dude getting thrown into left guard. And him, excuse me, we're going to go by the name of Robert Scott from Florida State. The kid has all the tools, 6'5", 340. But has started multiple games at left tackle. And he's just a train wreck. And he's been around forever. He's like a 50-year senior, 6 years. So this kid, I could honestly see a coach throwing him. I mean, what do you got to lose to throw this kid at guard inside at this point? Because at that size, I'm sure he is much more. He's probably better in a phone booth. He gives up way too many pressures, way too many sacks, and like I said, this kid's been around since the Stone Age of COVID era, and I'm just not as high as on him as a lot of other people. That's Robert Scott from Florida State. Next, excuse me, Jack Nelson out of Wisconsin, 6'7", 330. So right off the bat, he has the size, he has the length, and he has the strength that NFL scouts are looking for. He's a 3-year starter. He started his first year, he started at right guard, and then the last 2 years, he started at left tackle for Wisconsin. We know Wisconsin is known for their offensive linemen. This kid was all Big Ten in 2023. He'll probably be all Big Ten again, barring injury for this coming season. He also has position flex because he started a whole year at right guard. So, right to my opinion, he's a left tackle. You put him at left tackle and see what happens. And he's performed well. So if anything bad was to happen, or if you have a left tackle on your team and you needed to slide him over into guard, he has starting experience at guard. So that's a quality that, coaches like in the NFL. They like versatility. Instead of just taking a guy, drafting a guy at one position, and then automatically switching him to another. Dallas Tyler Guyton. Listen, Guyton was my offensive tackle 4, but you got to realize, and everybody has to realize, what you graded was him playing right tackle. We're going into the abyss. We don't know what he's going to do at left tackle, but whatever. So we got 2 guys already. Now, next kid, this kid Ernest Green from Georgia, 6'4", 330. Last year he started every game at left tackle, and this kid he's the next in line of the Georgia offensive tackles to go in the first round. And what's crazy about this kid has 4 position flex. This kid can play left tackle, left guard, and right tackle. The only position this kid can't play is center. And honestly, I wouldn't even try him there at that point. But you get it. He's like, I say 6'4", but he's honestly closer to the he's closer to 6'5" than he is at 6'4". But I'm listed him at 6'4". So listen, the only good part about having the Rona, and it really wasn't any good part, but the only good part about it was I watched a ton of extra college football. So that's one kid. Next kid is Joshua Gray, Oregon State. He has guard flex also, but he's a left tackle. He has 37 games started at left tackle. Once again, we're getting into these COVID guys that have been around a long time, seen a lot of games. The lower we go in this list, because there will be a part 4, you're going to see guys with 50, 60 games under his belt. But he has guard flexibility, this kid, and he's manned the left tackle spot for the last 37 games. And he'll do it again this year. Barring injury, and like I said, we're in July, we're having fun. This is just a watch list. Out of these 5 names I've given you, I haven't given you 5 yet, but barring injury, Joshua Gray, Oregon State, and Jack Nelson, Wisconsin, they will be top 10 offensive tackles in this coming draft. Like I said, I don't see this draft for offensive line being as strong as it was last year. I just don't. Last year was just an abnormal year, especially with all the centers taken in round 1. All right. Next kid is a kid, Trey Zerhan, Texas A&M, 6'7", 320, 3-year starter at left tackle. So he has the size, he has the length, and he has the strength to play left tackle. In my opinion, I think he has to just I think he has to get his footwork a little bit better to survive in the NFL at left tackle. Listen, he has all the measurables you're looking for, and he has the game tape. It's just, listen, I'm sure after the season he'll start working with Duke Merriweather and all stuff like that. But I think as of now, he will get exposed on an island. But he's a 3-year starter. He has the size, and a coach is going to take a chance on him. It's as simple as that. They're going to look at him and say, you got to realize these coaches, especially these scouts, see, we got, rocking the GWO shirt. These coaches, scouts, they see these kids, and they might not even have the greatest game tape, but they look at them and they're like, yo, I could mold this kid. I could make this kid a player. In my opinion, with Trey Zerhan, worst case, he's a right tackle. And that's not a bad listen, if you're a right tackle in the NFL, that's not a bad, it's not a booby prize. But I'd have an asterisk next to his name. His feet are just, I think he can improve on his feet. So I apologize for my cough. Still not 100% over the Rona. Right, that rhymes. Right? I should make a shirt about that. Nah, I'm just joking. So tonight we're gonna throw part 3 of our offensive guards. Tomorrow we're gonna go part 3 of centers and tight ends, and we're gonna go bang, 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 that down the list, and then we're gonna fly back, and then we're gonna do part 4, and then the quarterbacks at the end. So, like I said, the only positive about being sick is watching extra football. But it gets tiresome sometimes. Last year, for the first time ever, like right before the draft, I was burnt out, legit burnt out. And I didn't do any videos. I didn't go live. I didn't do nothing. And I sat down and I enjoyed the draft for myself. Because I work so many other days that I don't call it work. I really don't. Anyone that calls this work never worked a day in their life. But I watch so much football throughout the year. I'm like, you know what? Let me just take this draft time for myself, not to go live, and let me enjoy it myself. And I plan on doing the exact same thing this year. So you got your we got your 5 tackles for watch list part 3. So you've gotten 15 offensive tackles already. We did running backs the other day. Guard tonight, and then we're gonna do center, tight end tomorrow. When you don't forget, I always forget to say this. I like a mental block. If you like it, like and subscribe. It don't cost a dime. When you're rocking with the GWO, it's for life. Have a good day, everybody.